Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is a very highly requested one. I have done a mixture of breastfeeding, expressing and bottle feeding with all three of my children, and I've had lots of questions about what bottles I've used, breast pumps I've used, all of that kind of stuff. So I'm going to share with you today my must-haves for breastfeeding, expressing and bottle feeding. As I mentioned, I have tried pretty much every single way that you could possibly feed your baby. I'm just going to say that I don't want this to be any sort of debate about breast versus bottle. I'm very much on the fed is best, and how you feed your baby is your business. I tried breastfeeding with all three of mine. None of them latched particularly well. They lost quite a bit of weight, so I decided to express and top up with formula. And when that was becoming a bit too much, because it is very difficult to express. If you are an expressing mum, you will know that it's all down to how many times a day you do it, keeping up your milk supply, and when you've got other children to look after as well, it is very demanding. So I expressed with all three of my children for the first 6 weeks, and that seemed to work really well for us. So the breast pump that I used this time around was this electric one. With my first, I used just a handheld one, and when you're trying to express quite a bit of milk and quite often, a handheld one, you're going to get cramp in your hand, and I would definitely recommend an electric one. With my son, I actually hired one from our local children's centre, so do check if you can do that in your local area. They have stopped that recently, so I wanted to purchase a electric one. So I got, I'm just trying, hopefully the light isn't too bad. So I just got this one off of eBay. They also do it on Amazon. It doesn't have a name, it doesn't have a brand. It's a double electric one, which hopefully you can see on there. I paid about £12 for this, and for the money, it was absolutely great. For some strange reason, it didn't come with a plug, but you can get the cable from Primark, even Poundland I've seen them in. If you've got something like a tablet, like an Amazon Fire tablet, it's the same attachment. So if you've got one of them, great, you can use it. But yeah, so I found this really good. I've got all the bits still in the cupboard downstairs, so I'm just going to show you the bit at the back. So you get the 2 bottles, you get the electric pump part itself, so that's where you can change how fast you want it to go, the suction, whether it's more of a suction or a little bit slower. So for the price, I really don't think you can go wrong at all. It comes with 2 bottles as well. For me, I don't know whether it's because of the way I express. I know some women do struggle to express. I found if I had both on at the same time, I didn't get as much milk, so I would do one breast and then I would do the other one. Of course it takes longer, but I just found that I got more milk out that way. So I will leave a link to this in the description box below. But yeah, it was about around £12, and I'm really impressed with it. For the money, I've got nothing negative to say about it. Moving on with the breast pumping thing, I found that when I was expressing, that was it. I was having to hold them on and I'm just sat there. I couldn't really even do anything. So I invested in a breastfeeding expressing bra. I'm trying to like put it all together. So basically it's a black bra, and you can adjust it at the back with the Velcro, so you can adjust the back part. It zips up at the front. I got mine in a large because I'm quite big busted. So it zips up at the front, and then as you can imagine there are holes here, so that's where you would put the breast pump part inside, so you could be strapped on. You can have it like a boob tube, or you can add straps for more support. And then I just found that I could do stuff like do some work on my laptop, I could eat, I could drink, I could even hold Olivia whilst I was doing it. She is now 4 months, by the way, and so, you know, we haven't expressed for quite a while, but when she was little, you know, they were all still cuddly and newborn and they just want to be on you all the time. I found I could hold her and I could still be pumping. This again was about £12, but I wished I'd got this right from the start. I probably got it 3-4 weeks in, so I only used it for a couple of weeks, but it was really worth the money. And yeah, I would definitely recommend getting one of these if you are going to be expressing quite a lot and quite often. Breastfeeding and expressing comes sore nipples, and this was a nipple balm that my friend got me. She breastfeeds her little one. We've both actually got 3 children, all the same ages, so we've always been pregnant together, and she got me this because I was really suffering with cracked and bleeding nipples. It's multi-mam balm. I believe you can get it from Boots. Hopefully you can see in the light. I will leave a link to it in the description box below. Yeah, not much else to say other than it was really good. I'd put it on and within a couple of hours my nipples just felt so much better, and they healed really quickly. I've used, is it Lanoche? And that was great, but I just found that for some reason this just seemed to clear it up a lot easier. It wasn't as thick as is it Lanoche? How do you pronounce it? It wasn't as thick a consistency. It seemed to be a smoother and thinner consistency, so you didn't kind of still have it there all sticky on your boobs when you were finished. So yeah, I really recommend this nipple cream. It's a little bit more expensive. I think it's about £8 or £9, but you only need a tiny amount, and I've got loads left, and I used it in the first 6 weeks. So I've actually been using it for like your elbows and your heels. That's a little tip for your nipple balm. Use it as a skin for your cream for your hard skin. Onto bottles. As I've said, I've got 3 children, and I've pretty much tried every single bottle going. I've tried Tommee Tippee bottles, I've tried Dr. Brown's bottles, I've tried Avent bottles, I've tried supermarket bottles, and when I was pregnant with Olivia, I had heard really good things about mam bottles. My second, Charlie, he suffered really badly with colic, and so I switched him from Tommee Tippee to Dr. Brown's bottles. I had planned to buy Dr. Brown's bottles this time round, but these yeah, came really highly recommended, especially for colic because of the way that they are designed. So I got this starter kit. It came in at about £30 from Boots. No, actually I think I got it on sale, so it was like £20 something, but I think it retails around £30, and you get 4 of the small bottles, 4 of the large bottles, you get a dummy, and you get handles for them to hold the bottle with when they're a bit bigger, and you also get a drinking, like a water spout type teat as well. What's really good about the mam bottles, and which really sold it for me as well, because we go and travel back home to visit family quite often, going on holiday, that sort of thing, is they are self-sterilising. So let me see if there's a picture on the box. So yeah, as you can see here, the whole bottle comes apart, and you put the bottom part, you put the teat on the bottom part, screw the actual bottle bit, pop the lid on top, pop it in your microwave for about 3 minutes depending on the wattage of your microwave. Just follow the instructions and then it's done. So we actually use a microwave sterilizer anyway, just to save space on our counters, or sometimes I'll just pop all the bottles in on a tray, 3 minutes in the microwave and they are done. So it is brilliant when you are going away, because you only need to take a couple of bottles, because it's just so quick to wash them up and sterilise them. It has really helped with Olivia's colic as well, because the bottom part has like a silicone bottom, because the plastic part has holes, so I'm assuming that's kind of where the air flows through. So if you have a baby that is suffering with colic, or you've had children that have previously suffered with colic, I would really recommend these bottles. I don't have anything negative to say about the Dr. Brown's bottle, aside from they're just a bit faffy. If you've used them, you'll get what I mean, because it has like a tubey bit inside. They may have slightly changed the models, but going back 4 years ago when I was using, 3-4 years ago when I was using them with Charlie, I just found there were lots of little bits and lots of components, whereas this just is a lot easier. You put it together like a normal bottle, but it gave the same benefits as like the Dr. Brown's ones. So yeah, out of the two, I would definitely go for these ones. And lastly, with any type of feeding or expressing, you're going to be there a little while and you need to be comfortable, and I was very kindly sent a feeding pillow from Snuggle Up. They are a lovely company. They are on Instagram, so I will leave their handle below and also a link to their shop. They not only do feeding pillows, but they also do pregnancy pillows that look so big and so comfortable, and I must admit that I do actually sleep with this sometimes as well. So they sent me this feeding pillow. I'm going to try and get it in the shot. It's a lovely pink soft one. They do it in lots of different colours. It's very flexible, so you can fit it around your waist. I'm just going to show you there, so you can have baby on you. I have even sometimes just popped it behind my back as a bit of support. For me, I get quite a bad back, so especially when I was expressing, I could sit there and you know, you've got something nice and comfortable to lean on and like wrap it around you, or again you can have it in front of you while you're expressing, help rest the bottles on, just makes it a little bit more comfortable. And also if you follow me on Instagram, you will know that Olivia suffers with reflux quite badly. She's on medications and all sorts for it, and I find that keeping her upright afterwards really helps with the reflux. So this pillow is great, obviously supervised. I can pop it on the floor or pop it on the bed, and then I can actually just lay her, like support her a little bit in the inside of it, so it just keeps her head up a little bit higher than the rest of her body. Just for 5-10 minutes, I find it just really helps the milk to stay down. Where I can, I will just hold her after a feed anyway, but as I've said, I've got 2 other children, so you know, sitting down's a luxury for me at the best of times, let alone when I'm feeding her. So sometimes it's got to be a quick feed and I'm on the go to the next thing. So this just gives me knowledge that she's going to be safe. You know, I can feed her in the mornings, pop her on the bed in the centre. Not so much now that she's rolling, but because she's 4 months now, but in the earlier stages I could prop her up, whereas like now I'll pop her in a chair or something. But yeah, this is great for if you have a refluxy baby as well. So do go check them out. It is so soft. It comes with a removable cover, so if you do spill any milk on it or baby sick on it, you can easily wash it. But yeah, it is really nice, and actually I sleep with it in between my legs because my back and my hips are still a bit bad from my pregnancy. So yeah, multi-purpose cushion there. So thank you very much, Snuggle Up. This has been well used, and even my husband loves using it as well when he feeds Olivia. So that is all my recommendations for breastfeeding, bottle feeding and expressing. Let me know if you've tried anything in the comments below. It might help other mums or mums to be. It's always nice to get, you know, suggestions from people who have tried and tested products. It can feel quite daunting, especially when you're a first time mum. There are so many bottles out there, pillows, breast pumps, all of that stuff, that it feels a bit overwhelming. So I'll have literally gone pretty much on recommendation from all of these products from other mums out there, so I just wanted to share it with you all as well. As always, thank you so much for watching. If you've liked this video, please give it a thumbs up and share it with anyone that you may know who is expecting a baby or just had a baby and they might find these products really useful. Please give me a big subscribe. It's free to do so. I'm almost at 1k subscribers. That's my next milestone, and if you head over to my Instagram, I am giving away a Cocoa Bow changing bag when I hit 1k, but you have to follow the rules over on my Instagram, so I will leave my handle below. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video.